Hello viewers and dear students, in this video I'll continue with revision for term 1. Here I will discuss about algebra of matrices and special matrices. First we will see what is multiplication of a matrix by a scalar value. For a matrix A equal to Aij of order m by n and where k is a scalar quantity, then we can get Ka as another matrix which is obtained by multiplying each element of this matrix A by the scalar quantity k. So we have the matrix given by this k into the matrix A. This is equal to k into matrix Aij, or it is equal to matrix Kaij for all 1 less than or equal to less than or equal to m and 1 less than or equal to j less than or equal to n. The order of the new matrix remains the same. Now moving on to properties of scalar multiplication. There are various properties of scalar multiplication. The first one is the scalar quantity k into matrix A plus matrix B is equal to scalar quantity k into A plus k into B. Then scalar quantity k plus scalar quantity p into matrix A is equal to Ka plus Pa. Also scalar quantity k into A minus B is equal to Ka minus Kb, where A equal to Aij and B equal to Bij are two matrices of the same order. Now moving on to negative matrix. For a non-zero matrix A of order m by n, a matrix B of the same order is called negative matrix of matrix A. If A plus B equal to O, where O is the zero matrix of same order, we denote the negative matrix A as minus A. Coming to the next algebra of matrices, which is addition of matrices. For two matrices A equal to Aij and B equal to Bij of same order m by n, then the sum of two matrices A and B is defined as the matrix S given by A plus B equal to Sij of order m by n, such that Sij equal to Aij plus Bij. That is, we have to add each element of A with the corresponding element of B to obtain the matrix S. These are the properties of addition of matrices. The first one is addition of two or more matrices is possible only when the given matrices are of the same order. So we can add only two matrices which are of the same order, and the resultant matrix is also of the same order. Then matrix addition is commutative. That is matrix A plus matrix B equal to matrix B plus matrix A. Then matrix addition is also associative. That is A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. And then similar to the additive identity in real numbers, which is 0, here 0 matrix is the additive identity. That is, if we add the 0 matrix to any matrix, we get the same matrix. So A plus O is equal to A equal to 0 matrix plus A. Then the next one is negative of a matrix is the additive inverse of the given matrix. So if we have A, the additive inverse of A is negative of A, so that when we add a matrix and its negative, we get the 0 matrix. Now moving on to subtraction of matrices. For two matrices A equal to Aij and B equal to Bij of same order m by n, the difference of the two matrices A and B is defined as a matrix D given by A minus B. This is equal to Dij, and again it is of the same order m by n, such that each element in this matrix D is obtained by subtracting each element of B from the corresponding element of A. Now then the next one under algebra of matrices is multiplication of matrices. For two matrices A equal to Aij of order m by n and B equal to Bjk of order n by p, the multiplication of the matrices AB is defined as P is equal to A into B. This is equal to Pik of order m by p. This matrix P equal to AB, it is obtained when we multiply ith row of the first matrix A with the kth column of the second matrix B and calculate the sum of these products. Now coming to properties of matrix multiplication. The multiplication of matrices is associative. That is, for three matrices A, B, C, we have AB into C is equal to A into BC, where the order of multiplication is defined on both sides. Then distributive property of multiplication holds true for multiplication of matrices. That is, A into B plus C is equal to AB plus AC, and A into B minus C is equal to AB minus AC. Then for a given square matrix A of order m by n, there exists a multiplicative identity matrix I such that I into A equal to A into I equal to A. This is similar to multiplicative identity 1 in real numbers. When we multiply any real number by 1, we get the same number. Here also in matrix, when we multiply any matrix by the identity matrix, we get the same matrix. Now coming to special matrices. For a matrix A equal to Aij of order m by n, the matrix obtained by interchanging the rows and columns of the matrix A is called transpose of matrix A. Now moving on to properties of transpose of a matrix. A transpose, the whole transpose is equal to A. Then the matrix K A transpose is equal to K into A transpose. Then A plus B the whole transpose is equal to A transpose plus B transpose. Then AB the whole transpose is equal to B transpose into A transpose. Now moving on, now we have symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. For a given square matrix A equal to Aij, if A dash equal to A for all I varying from 1 to m and j varying from 1 to n, then A is called a symmetric matrix. So if we have A transpose equal to A, then A is called a symmetric matrix. Say for example, if we consider this matrix P equal to root 3 minus 8 minus 8 9, if we take the transpose of this matrix P, again we will get the same matrix. So this is a symmetric matrix. Then moving on to the next special type of matrix, which is skew symmetric matrix. For a given square matrix A equal to Aij, if A transpose is equal to minus A, then the matrix A is called a skew symmetric matrix for all I varying from 1 to m and j varying from 1 to n. Say for example, this matrix B equal to 0 minus 8 8 0. If we take the transpose of B, we get, that is, the rows become the columns. So we get 0 8 minus 8 0. This is equal to minus B, and this is a skew symmetric matrix. And one more important thing, in a skew symmetric matrix, all the diagonal elements are 0. And then for a square matrix A having real values as elements, we have A plus A transpose is a symmetric matrix and A minus A transpose is a skew symmetric matrix. So this is the reason why we can represent any square matrix as the sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrix. So if we take A, we can write A as half of A plus A transpose plus half of A minus A transpose. If we simplify this, we will get A. This plus half A transpose minus half A transpose will go, half A plus half A will be A. So this matrix A can be represented as a sum of symmetric and a skew symmetric matrix, because this is symmetric and this is skew symmetric. So any square matrix can be represented as a sum of symmetric and skew symmetric matrices. Now moving on to the exercise question. So here we need to complete the following table. We are given two matrices A and B, and the orders we have to write the order of A plus or minus B and A B, product of the matrix A and B. So here we know that A plus or minus B, the order has to be same. So for the First one, the order of A is 2 by 2 and order of B is 2 by 2. So here again the matrix A plus or minus B will be of the same order 2 by 2, and A into B we have to have these many rows and these many columns. So it is again 2 by 2. Then for the next one, here A is of order 2 by 3 and B is of order, it is 3 by 2. So A plus or minus B, we cannot add or subtract these two matrices because the order is not the same. So here this is not possible. We cannot add or subtract A and B. Whereas AB, here the order of the number of columns in A is equal to the number of rows in B. So we can find the product of A and B. So A and B will be of order 2 by 2. Then the next one, A has order 3 by 4, B has order 4 by 1. So A plus or minus B, it is not possible. A into B, here the number of columns in A is equal to the number of rows in B. So we can multiply A and B. So AB will have order 3 by 1. The next one, A is of order 3 by 3 and B is of order 3 by 3. So A plus or minus B will also be of order 3 by 3 and A into B will be of order 3 by 3. Then here A is of order 2 by 3 and A plus or minus B is of order 2 by 3. So B will also be of order 2 by 3. But here the number of columns in A is not equal to the number of rows in B. So finding the product is not possible. Then B is of order 3 by 2 and here AB is of order 1 by 2. It means A should have 1 row and 3 columns. So A should be of order 1 by 3. So if A is of order 1 by 3 and B is of order 3 by 2, it is not possible to find A plus or minus B. This is not possible. Then the next one, A is of order 2 by 3 and A plus or minus B is also of order 2 by 3. So B is also of order 2 by 3. Here the number of columns in A is not equal to the number of rows in B. So finding AB is not possible. Then the next one, A is of order 1 by 3 and B is of order 3 by 2. Again A plus or minus B is not possible. I think these two are same. Anyway, here the number of columns in A is equal to number of rows in B. So we can find the product AB. So AB will have 1 row and 2 columns. So the order of AB is 1 by 2. The remaining question I have converted into MCQs. The next question, for A equal to 6 minus 5 minus 7 4, B equal to 1 minus 3 minus 2 4 and C equal to minus 1 minus 2 1 3 minus 2 3 minus 1. Which of the following is true? So we have AB equal to BA, then the next option AB not equal to BA, then the next option AB the whole transpose is equal to A transpose into B transpose, and the last option is none of these. We know that matrix multiplication is not commutative, so this is not true, and AB the whole transpose is equal to B transpose the whole transpose. This is also not true, only this is true. So AB not equal to BA. Next question, for the same 3 matrices, which of the following is true? ABC equal to CBA, then AB equal to BA, then A into BC equal to AB into C, and none of these. We know that matrix multiplication is associative, so A into BC is equal to AB into C. So this is correct. The next question, consider A equal to 1 3 4 minus 2 1 2 3 minus 1 3 minus 2 1. Which of the following is true? A plus I equal to A minus I, A square equal to I, then A into I equal to I into A equal to A, and none of these. So here this is not true, this is also not true. Here we have A into I equal to I into A equal to A, that is A into the identity matrix equal to I identity matrix into A, this is equal to A. So this is true. Next question, if A and B are these given matrices, then which of the following is true? A plus B the whole transpose equal to A transpose plus B, then AB the whole transpose equal to A transpose B transpose, then AB the whole transpose equal to B transpose A transpose, and A minus B the whole transpose equal to A transpose plus B transpose. So all these are not correct. Only AB the whole transpose is equal to B transpose into A transpose. So this is correct. Next question, for A equal to 6 minus 5 minus 7 4, find A square minus 6A. So we have to check which of these four options is correct. So let us find A square minus 6A. First, so to find A square minus 6A, we need to have A into A minus 6A. So it is 6 minus 5 minus 7 4 into 6 minus 5 minus 7 4 minus 6 into A, 6 minus 5 minus 7 4. So this is equal to, we need to multiply first row with the elements of the first row with the elements of the first column and add. So we get 36 plus 35, then minus 30 minus 20, then minus 42 minus 28, then 35 plus 16, minus 36 minus 30 minus 42 and 24. So this is equal to, here it is 71 minus 36, 35, then here minus 50 plus 30, so it is minus 20, and here it is minus 70 plus 42, so it is minus 28, and here it is 51 minus 24, so it is 27. So the correct option is option C. So the answer is 35 minus 20 minus 28, 27. Next question, evaluate 2 1 3 this matrix into minus 1 0 minus 1 minus 1 1 0 0 1 1 into this matrix 1 0 minus 1. So let us take this as equal to A. So A equal to, first let us multiply this matrix with this matrix. So 2 1 3. So first row first column minus 1 plus 0 plus 1, then second row for first column, then third row first column. So this is equal to 2 1 3 into 0 minus 1 minus 1. So this is equal to 2 into 0 is 0, 1 into minus 1 minus 1, 3 into minus 1 minus 3. So this is equal to minus 4. So it is a matrix of order 1 by 1 with only one element as minus 4. So the correct option is option B. Next question, for a matrix A such that find a matrix A such that 1 2 minus 1 0 4 9 is equal to 9 minus 1 4 minus 2 1 3 minus A. So we need to find A. So we can find A as A is equal to 9 minus 1 4 minus 2 1 3 minus 1 2 minus 1 0 4 9. So this is how we can find A. So A is equal to 8 minus 1 minus 2 minus 3, 4 plus 1 is 5, minus 2 minus 0 minus 2, then 1 minus 4 minus 3, then 3 minus 9 minus 6. So the correct option is option A. Next question, if the matrix X is equal to minus 1 5 0 13 is equal to matrix Y is equal to this matrix, then find the value of P, Q, R and S. So when we have two matrices equal, then each element of X is equal to the corresponding element of Y. So we can compare these two matrices and find the values of all these. So comparing, we get P minus Q equal to minus 1. So let us compare these two elements. So we get P minus Q equal to minus 1 and 2P minus Q equal to 0 and 2P minus Q equal to 0. So on solving these two, we get minus P equal to minus 1 or P equal to 1. So when we substitute P equal to 1 in this equation, we get Q is equal to 2. Q is equal to 2. Now we can compare these two elements, that is 5 is equal to 2P plus R. So 2P plus R equal to 5. Since we got P equal to 1, on substituting P as 1, we get R is equal to 5 minus 2, 3. Then we can compare these two elements. 3R plus S is equal to 13. 3R plus S is equal to 13. We can substitute R as 3. So we get S is equal to 13 minus 9, which is 4. So we get P is equal to 1, Q is equal to 2, R is equal to 3 and S is equal to 4. So the correct option is option B. I'm sorry, this is option C. This is not there. Next question, let P is equal to 2 minus 1 3 1 and Q is equal to 1 4 7 2. Then calculate 3P minus 2Q. So this is very easy. 3P minus 2Q is 3 into this matrix minus 2 into this matrix. So it is 6 minus 3, 9, 3 minus 2, 8, 14, 4. So when we subtract these two, we get the answer. 4 minus 11 minus 5 minus 1. So the correct option is option C. 4 minus 11 minus 5 minus 1. Next question, if A is equal to this matrix and B equal to this matrix, then find a matrix C such that 3A minus 2B plus 4C equal to 0. So we are given these two matrices, we need to find a matrix C such that this condition is satisfied. Equal to 0 means it is a 0 matrix. So here 3A minus 2B plus 4C equal to 0. It means we need to multiply matrix A by 3. So we get 24, 0, 12, minus 6, 9, 18. Minus 2B is 4, minus 4, 8, 4, minus 10, 2. Plus 4C, this is equal to 0. Or here if we simplify, we get 20, 4, 4, minus 10, 19, 16, plus 4c equal to 0, or we have 4c equal to negative of this matrix. So 4c equal to minus 20, minus 4, minus 4, 10, minus 19 and minus 16. So we have C is equal to 1 by 4 into this matrix. So we need to divide each of these by 4. So when we divide each of these by 4, we get minus 5, minus 1, minus 1, 10 by 4 is 5 by 2, and here minus 19 by 4, and here minus 4. So the correct option is option B. The next question, given A is equal to this 3 by 3 matrix and B is equal to this 3 by 3 matrix, find 2A minus 3B. The various options are given here. So we need to find 2A minus 3B. Multiply matrix A by 2. So we get 2 minus 2, 0, then 4, 6, 8, then 0, 2, 4, minus 3 into matrix B. So it is minus 3 2s are 6, then 6, then minus 12, then minus 12, 6, minus 12, then 6, minus 3, 15. Now we need to subtract these two matrices. So 2 minus 6 is minus 4, minus 2 minus 6 is minus 8, 0 minus of minus 12 is plus 12, 4 minus of minus 12 is 4 plus 12, 16, 6 minus 6, 0, 8 plus 12, 20, 0 minus 6 is minus 6, 2 minus of minus 3 is 2 plus 3, 5, and 4 minus 15 is minus 11. So the correct option is option B. Next question, given A equal to B equal to the same matrix, find AB minus BA. We have to see whether AB minus BA is equal to A, or the identity matrix I, or the matrix B, or the 0 matrix O. Now let us find AB. AB we have to multiply these two matrices. So let us write 1 minus 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2 into 2, 2 minus 4, minus 4, 2 minus 4, 2 minus 1, 5. So this is equal to, we have to multiply first row and the first column and add. So it is 2 plus 4 plus 0, so 6, then 2 minus 2 plus 0, so it is 0, then 4 minus 4 plus 4 plus 0, again 0. Then here second row, first column, so 4 minus 12 plus 8, so 12 minus 12 is again 0, then 4, then plus 6, then minus 4, so it is 6. Then here 2 into minus 4, minus 8, minus 12, minus 20, then here we have, it is minus 20 plus 20, so again 0. Then here 0 minus 4 plus 4, so again 0. Then here 0 plus 2 minus 2, so again 0. Then here 0, then minus 4, here plus 10, so minus 4 plus 10 is 6. So AB is this matrix. Now let us find BA. BA is equal to 2, 2 minus 4, minus 4, 2 minus 4, then 2 minus 1, 5, into A is 1 minus 1, 0, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2. Now let us multiply and add. So it is equal to 2 plus 4 plus 0. Here first row and here first column. Then first row, second column. So here it is minus 2 plus 6 minus 4. Then here 0 plus 8 minus 8. Then here minus 4 plus 0. Then here 4 plus 6 minus 4. Then here 0 plus 8 minus 8. Now third row, first column, it is 2 minus 2 plus 0. Then minus 2 minus 3 plus 5. Then 0 minus 4 plus 10. So this is again equal to 6 0 0 0 6 0 0 0 6. So AB minus BA will be a 0 matrix. AB and BA are equal. So when we subtract AB minus BA, we get 6 minus 6 0, then 0 minus 0 0, 0 minus 0 0. Then here again the second row also 0 minus 0 0, 6 minus 6 0, 0 minus 0 0, and so on. So the correct answer is option B. Next question. Two booksellers A and B sell the textbook of mathematics and applied mathematics. In the month of March, bookseller A sold 250 books of mathematics and 400 books of applied mathematics, whereas bookseller B sold 230 books of mathematics and 425 books of applied mathematics. In the month of April, bookseller A sold 550 books of mathematics and 300 books of applied mathematics, and bookseller B sold 270 books of mathematics and 450 books of applied mathematics. Represent the given information into a matrix form and find the total sale for both the booksellers in the month of March and April using matrix algebra. So here it is given two booksellers A and B, they sell textbook of Maths and applied Maths. In March, A sold 250 books of Maths and 400 books of applied Math, whereas bookseller B sold 230 books of Math and 425 books of applied Math. So if we consider March, the month of March, in March, let us take matrix P is equal to 250 is the number of mathematics books sold by bookseller A, and 400 is the number of applied mathematics books sold by bookseller A. So this is for A, and here we have 200, 230 and 400, 425. This is for bookseller B in March. Then in April, let us take Q is equal to 550, 300, then 270 and 450. So these are the books sold by A and B respectively. Now we need to find the total sales. So total sales can be calculated as P plus Q. P plus Q is equal to, so it is 250 plus 550, 800, then 400 plus 300, 700, then 230 plus 270, 500, then 475 plus 450, 875 for A and B. This is bookseller A, and the second row represents bookseller B. This is how we can represent this in the matrix form. Next question, cost of a pen and a notebook are rupees 12 and rupees 27 respectively. On a given day, shopkeeper P sells 5 pens and 7 notebooks, whereas Q sells 6 pens and 4 notebooks. Find the income of both the shopkeepers using matrix algebra. So here the cost is given as 12 and 7. The cost of a pen is 12 and a notebook is 27, and the sales is also given. The sales, yes, it is equal to 5, 7, this is for shopkeeper P, and 6 and 4 for shopkeeper Q. So this is sales. Now we need to find the income of both the shopkeepers. So the amount is given by amount A, it is equal to sales into the price of each. So it is S into C. So this is equal to 5, 7, 6, 4. So this is for P and this is for Q. Into C is 12 and 27. So this is equal to 5 into 12 plus 7 into 27, 249. Then 6 into 12 plus 4 into 27, 180. So this is income of P and this is income of Q. Therefore, income of P is rupees 249 and income of Q is rupees 180. This is an example question which I thought it is worth doing. If A, B are symmetric matrices of the same order, then what can be said for matrix AB minus BA? So we need to find whether AB minus BA is a symmetric or a skew symmetric or a zero matrix. So it is given A and B are symmetric matrices. A equal to A transpose and B equal to B transpose. So let us consider AB minus BA the whole transpose. So it is equal to AB the whole transpose minus BA the whole transpose using the property of transpose of a matrix. So again AB the whole transpose equal to B transpose into A transpose minus BA the whole transpose is A transpose into B transpose. So this is equal to minus of A transpose B transpose minus B transpose A transpose. Now since A and B are symmetric matrices, A transpose equal to A and B transpose equal to B. So this is equal to minus of AB minus BA, which means here AB the whole transpose equal to minus of AB minus BA, which means AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. It is a skew symmetric matrix. So the correct option is option C. I hope this video was useful for you. Thank you for watching.